What's up, guys? My name is Con, and today we're back with more Zeepkist, and I'm going to do a collab today with just Mackie. Mackie is probably one of the best Zeepkist drivers in the game. We've been inviting Mackie to calls recently. It's been really fun to get Mackie's opinions on tracks, and ultimately, I want to build a track, and it's going to be a relatively basic track, but I'm just going to try and build a ribbon, and then I'm going to take the track, and I'm going to send it to Mackie, and we're going to let Mackie make improvements on the track, and basically fix the track how a pro would want the track to be driven. A lot of the time, I make a track, and I make lines that I think are going to be good, but they're not because I can't drive. So that was the idea, is I'm gonna get Mackie to do it, and then Mackie's gonna actually post a video that actually talks about the changes they made, why those changes are good for pros versus amateurs, and I actually have no idea what the content's gonna be, so you're gonna have to check it out. I'll put the link in the description. Check out Mackie's channel, and in the meantime, we're just gonna build my track here, and then we're gonna try and play both tracks in the lobby and just kind of compare and contrast them, and then of course, you gotta go to Mackie's channel to get that detailed explanation on how to play Zeepkist and how to actually be a good driver. So anyway, I'm gonna try and lay out a really basic track here, nothing too crazy. I'm gonna try and do it without using any real stupid fancy parts. So for example, I'm gonna do it without using boosters, stuff like that. I'm just gonna try and lay out something that's just, you know, flowy and at least feels flowy to me, because I wanna give a real good starting point for, you know, Mackie to really just be like, no, this sucks, and change the flow and whatever else. And I feel like boosters and stuff get kind of weird, because boosters are really sort of a clutch for people who can't maintain speed, you know what I mean? Like me. And so as a result, we're kind of, it changes the track, I feel. You know what I mean? Like, if you make a track that is purely based on gravity, then you have to sort of maintain a certain flow, and I think that, you know, makes the track just that much better. Anyway, we're gonna just see what I can do. I'm gonna start by just laying out sort of a basic ribbon. I think I'm gonna curve up here a little bit, and then kind of maybe do a loop underneath here, like curve up and then come back down under here. And I like doing ups and downs. I like having the whoops, you know? It's all about preserving speed through that. So I don't know, we'll see, but I'm gonna start with that. All right, I lied. I thought I was gonna do that, and now I'm actually gonna do this kind of a wall transfer. So you're gonna come in here. This isn't exactly flush lined up. Like, there's a lip there that you could catch, but I think that's fine, because you're gonna have to dodge this checkpoint anyways. You're gonna come in here and then drop down there. And then we're gonna have that loop underneath the track this way. I'm honestly probably have to bring the track up more. We probably don't have enough speed. And this might actually be too large. Doesn't need to be that big. Might only need to be like that. All right, so the first section of the track changed a little bit to how I thought it was gonna go, but I'm pretty happy with this. You come down here, you go up, you curve through here. This is a little awkward. You gotta like kind of rotate down the hill here and then come across this way. But again, we're sending this track to Mackie, who's gonna have an opportunity to really improve it and fix it. So I wanna make something that feels okay to me, and it's not like super bad. I mean, you can see what I mean by it's a little awkward. I also suck at driving. So again, I'm trying to use this as a learning experience for both me and you to really understand how I can make better tracks. And not like better tracks like, you know, that have some sort of gimmick or a cheese or a shortcut or something, but I mean like better actual, you know, flowy tracks. I feel like I need a piece there. Another little straight piece. Add a couple of those, no problem. But yeah, I want to make tracks that, you know, people enjoy playing, get played in the lobbies very often, and actually have a, you know, aren't just because of some gimmick or something like that. So that, see what I mean? That's a little awkward. You kind of lose traction a bit there. But I don't think overall that's too bad. I think it's all right. It's just you do lose a little bit of something. So I'm gonna clean up. We'll put a straight piece here just to make sure that you're not, you know, completely screwed. Because we're not trying to, you know, not trying to make this impossible or difficult. I'm just trying to make it, you know, something that can be changed. So there we go. We'll do that. It's kind of awkward because this is just like there's a little angle there, but that's fine. And then that way you can kind of curve down there. And then this is just, I could put a curve piece here too as well, but I don't think that's necessary. And then, yeah, and then we'll keep going from here. I want to switch back this over with one of these, these guys. I love this piece. It's honestly one of my favorite pieces, where you have to like come across and then curve the other way, get rid of the supports and all this stuff, and then we'll curve back around this way. And then I think what I'm going to do is probably go into a bit of an uphill. I feel like I should uphill this. We're gonna bring this down a little bit. But yeah, I wanna make probably one more little uphill section that goes up a little bit and then goes down and then goes out to the finish. All right, I don't know if this is gonna work, but this is what we got for the final part. And then I'm gonna put like some basic decoration. I don't really know what yet, I'll figure that out. But I'm thinking this is gonna work. So we come down here, go up through here, hit that checkpoint, loop around, hit that checkpoint, and then there's no way to get from there to there. And then you got to come up here, make it through this speed check, come through here, and then this is lower, so you should still have enough speed. If you can make it over this, you should make it through this, and then you got to come through here, corkscrew your way out, and then get to the finish. So let's try it, see if it works, and if it does, then I'll paint it, decorate it, and not gonna do crazy decoration, because obviously I want to leave space for Mackie to change up whatever they want to change up. But yeah, gonna have to do some basic decoration anyway to make it not, you know, whatever. And then I'm curious to see what Mackie does to improve it, to make the track actually feel more drivable. Like, this part feels a little weird to me because you kind of, see what I mean? Like, you gotta, I don't know, the line there feels weird. I like the style of it. I don't know if Mackie's just gonna expand it, completely delete it, change it. Again, gonna be up to Mackie to make those decisions based on, you know, Mackie makes amazing tracks. I don't know if you guys have seen, we've played a few Mackie tracks in lobbies. They're all phenomenal. Like, go check out Mackie's channel. I can't stress that enough. Some of the tracks are just insane. Like, honestly, they're beautifully crafted, and they always have these incredible lines that are just, I'm too bad at driving to actually make them work, but they're just massively incredible. See, that is just, it feels like I just have too much speed there every time, but, you know, I can do it if I just tap the brakes. So I'm gonna let Mackie be the one to change that. Because I've seen a lot of tracks that have this sort of roll transition, but generally it's, like, smoother than that. See, that's not bad. If you cut it a little wider, right, then you don't lose. Anyway, I don't know, whatever. We'll see what happens. I left the walls on the inside, obviously, because I don't want to allow people to do inside wall ride clips, you know, where you can clip the inside and grab your wheel. So if you hang a wheel off the inside of the track, you can actually, like, go around a corner faster. It's a technique that a lot of pros use. Really, really fast times are set with that. But I try and remove them where I can because, obviously, I suck at it. And, you know, I want to make the track more about the driving and less about can you hit all the inside wall ride clips. That is such a sketchy corner, but I'm a big fan of it. You got to cut it wider to come in. I'm just trying to validate this once, and if I can, then we're good to go, and then I'll just do some decorations and bring it into a public lobby. And, well, I'll send it to Mackie, of course, and then I'll bring it to a public lobby. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting because I'm recording this much earlier than the public lobby. And then I'm going to send this to Mackie, and then, you know, it'll be a couple days until we actually record the public lobby. So Mackie will have plenty of time to make changes. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's a good speed check. I don't think it's too aggressive. And then you come back here, pick up speed again. And then we got to go corkscrew to this way. I like that. We need to pick up, you know what, this needs to be, this last little bit needs to just be, like this whole section just needs to be a lot faster. So that the corkscrew is really something you have to figure out. So we just gotta do something like this and just make this longer. There we go. Yeah, and then the corkscrew will be faster. Want to make sure you're coming in, you know, really, really hot into this corkscrew. And we'll drop this down. I think what I'm honestly gonna do is just make a series of, like, you know, stone pillars or something to support the map up. Maybe like marble pillars. And just to make it look like the map's got some sort of support. But anyway, let's try this first. Validate this. Save that. I just called this track If a Noob Made a Track because I still consider myself to be a noob at Zeepkist. I don't win nearly often enough to be a pro. You know, there's pros out there that are just phenomenal. And there's a lot of them in the Zeepkist community. It's kind of insane. And they all have just, like, they just have such crazy car control. It's all about just the fine adjustments. Like, you can't ever let your tires slip. And I just don't know how they do that on every corner. And I mean, I know how. It's because they're just absolute legends with their joystick or whatever, you know, steering inputs they're using. I'm pretty sure the majority of the high-end Zeepkist players use controllers with joysticks. I don't know if there's anybody keyboard tapping, although keyboard tapping is totally viable. Unique added there's a whole ton of controls in Zeepkist. You can do literal inputs. Like, you can actually change the Zeepkist to be raw input, which means if you have an actual steering wheel, like a full-out, you know, 900 degrees of rotation steering wheel, you could feed those raw inputs into Zeepkist and have it work with that no problem. So it's kind of funny, like, the amount of controller compatibility that Unique added to, you know, a relatively simple racing game. I just tapped the brake there, and now I'm not going to make this. I mean, oh, maybe I will. I will, but I'm slow. Yeah, I don't mind that. All right, now let's see. Get up to the 170s instead. Yeah, I mean it's a little slow coming out, but I don't mind that. I honestly feel like this needs to just be even faster. Maybe I put a fan under here, just really give you that extra oomph. But I don't really want to use fans on this track. You know what? I'm gonna leave it like this, and we'll let Mackie see how they want to change it. So I'm just gonna decorate this real quick, and then I'm gonna send it to Mackie, and then we're gonna jump into a public lobby, play my track first, then we'll play the improved track, and then you guys are gonna have to go to Mackie's channel and check out all the comments that Mackie had on my terrible track, because I'm sure Mackie had a lot. But let's decorate this up real quick and then take it to a public lobby and see what my friends think. So I guess I'll talk about the first part of this track. I wanted to do a collab with Mackie because Mackie's a good driver, and every time I build a track, the lines suck because I'm not a good enough driver to figure out the lines. So this is the track I built and sent to Mackie, and then Mackie improved it, and I have no idea what the improvements are. So this is completely built by me, so if the lines suck, that's why. And
Got it.
Yeah, and then I
I like how it looks.
I do too. And then I sent this to Mackie completely, and I was like, listen, just improve it however you want. And I literally have not seen any of those improvements, and already Mackie's passing me, so that's just great. That's
Well, okay. Well, I had the opportunity to play it before, so I know that.
God dang, that's way
Mackie has
faster.
insane advantage.
Look at that though. See? But yeah, so I just made a pretty simple rhythm. It's got some elements that I like, like the transitions down, but I'm very curious to see what Mackie actually changed. I have no idea.
There was one
nothing.
very awkward spot.
Is it the half?
Which is like right after the checkpoint 1, like the downhill thing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's where I'm struggling right now.
Did you add any decoration?
Yes, I did. You will see later.
Heck yeah.
I'm calling that it's just all rocks.
No, all things just rock. So the half pipe downhill was weird for me because you guys always build tracks that have an element like that where you roll one wheel onto the other, and I have no idea how you actually do that so nicely. When you guys make those tracks with like the Ronin lines, or whatever they're called, the little, you know what I'm talking about, the
dots.
the dots, yeah.
Yeah.
So like with that rollover, extending it out one with another like roll down piece would have helped a lot.
Interesting.
Like just giving you a little bit more time.
Like an extra
to
ramp.
actually roll down. Yeah. It's really short to do. I'm sure we'll see what Mackie's done.
Well, that's what that's why I'm curious. Is 'cause, like, I have no idea.
I hope I didn't make it too hard, but I think it should be fine.
Oh god. Oh no.
Okay. The general layout is basically the same, so.
But it's just 10
I
times
think it
harder.
should be
That's
fine.
all. It's just more impossible.
No.
The great thing is too, Mackie apparently recorded all the commentary of what the changes were as they were happening. That's true, right? I'm not saying stuff that's like false. It's
Yeah, it's true.
So on Mackie's channel, you guys are gonna be able to check that out. And I can't wait. I'm gonna go watch it after too, just like once this is all posted and stuff, because I am very curious to see all the critiques. I really hope you were brutally honest with all the things.
This is terrible, Con. I hate this feature.
Yeah, right? Like,
Con,
just,
why-
this corner's bad, this is bad, we're gonna delete all this. What was he thinking here?
Select everything. Delete. Yeah, right. Just one big sigh from Mackie, and then silence while deleting the rest of it.
Yeah, just a big sigh. Then the whole track gets deleted piece by piece and just replaced. Oh, God.
No.
Kind of.
Man, this Mackie guy's really mean.
Yeah. The whole video is
I
just...
wonder if you can inner wall ride.
There's definitely like 2 spots that I definitely changed to be like a nicer
smoother
approach or do. Yeah.
See, my problem
But
is my
like
comments always say that like I'm not good enough at the fundamental racing techniques to be able to like make the line that is good. You know what I mean? Because as soon as I try and go faster, it screws up based on the geometry of what I built because I just drive slower because I suck, right? So that was sort of my goal, was to see if someone faster builds the track, what would they actually do with it? And I tried to remove all the inner wall rides unique with all the walls, you know what I mean?
I think one big thing that makes map making like way easier and way easier to make a line out of is like having areas in the track that set your speed to be something predictable. You know what I mean? Because then you can like make a jump that works like every
Shuffle's
time.
not on, right? Oh, shuffle is on. Gotta make sure that's not that.
Yeah, shuffle's on. I can change it if you want.
No, it's fine.
You mean with like boosters though, like changing the speed, like
Yeah, typically with boosters, just like give like a little bit of, we call them insurance boosters. Just put it like right before the jump, you know.
and then use a jump to basically regulate. Wait, are you guys all cutting that corner and then inner wall riding? That's what you're doing? Oh my god!
No, you just jump the corner, and it gives you.
Yeah, you can jump to downhill.
You can wait, really?
After checkpoint 1,
Oh yeah.
on the downhill, you
Easy.
can just kind of land. Oh, that's a bit too far. Like when I land on the turn downhill.
Oh my god, that's
That
insane.
feels way better.
It does.
It
Yeah.
does because you don't bounce your wheel.
Yeah.
Like if you go down all the way to
Wait,
the
so
bottom,
you don't
you're
even
like,
take the like the vertical wall? You're saying you just jump straight?
No,
no, you take that. You take
okay.
that, but before reaching the flat part, you jump off back
Oh,
to the track.
man, you guys just
yeah,
spot
cut the
lines that
corner.
I never would spot. Yeah, okay, I see what you're. Wow, that's a
Yeah,
great
that.
line. Dang.
But yeah,
Did you-
Aki, did you know this before?
no, actually, I don't. I only played for like minutes, so after I changed it. But yeah, we'll
All right. Oh
Well, here-
my
here it
god,
is.
bro! What did
What
you?
the
Is this
heck?
even the same track?
This is apparently the same track. What?
it basically
Yeah, this is-
is
You guys
the
all
same
rock.
layout.
Oh,
Look at all these rocks.
Look at all those rocks. That's a lot of rocks, man. That's.
He removed the cut. No.
Hell my.
What the hell? I made it smoother.
This is actually really nice. I like it a lot. Dang, that's actually so smooth. You just extended that whole part out, and then it's just.
I saw that, Mackie.
It was fine. It was fine.
Drive on the
Oh, nice
side.
arrows.
Oh,
Good arrows.
Drive on
Oh,
the
it
side.
just keeps going.
Yeah, I added a little bit of my own part to it.
This is nice. It actually feels so much better.
Marky,
It
this
feels
is
like the same
insane,
track, but
dude.
actually better. I don't like that's insane. I gotta actually go into the editor now and look at what you did later. But holy cow, that's
Yeah,
so
I'll
good.
send you the file.
That's so good. It just feels so much like you don't lose your wheels anymore when you come over that half the checkpoint.
Yeah,
one
that was
train.
my main problem, is that you kept losing traction, so you couldn't turn, and you just like fly off to
Right,
the right.
yeah. And then the drive on the walls, half pipe inverted loop. That's cool. Big fan of
But
that.
I found the second checkpoint you had was like on the inner line, and I kept like bonking it.
Right.
So I was like, nah, we can't have that.
I like it. Holy
But-
cow, that's so good. I'm still
But the rest
slow,
is-
but
The rest is kind of the same, other than I added like 2 turns at the end.
yeah, but like even the first part, you can feel that you can go faster now than you could. Like less turning inputs are required. Oh wow, I just smashed my wheel. Well, yeah, I don't have to use my steering as much. Like just
Yeah, at the start, I felt like just the downhill was just, you just don't do anything for like a good 6-7 seconds. So I just a little swerve
right.
to keep you entertained.
Yeah, see, I've always wondered about that because, like, when you guys build tracks, you've always said that boosters are inconsistent, right? So it's not like it's
At
not
high forces, they are.
It's
high.
only when you have like, yeah.
so at 1 force or 2 force, they're fine.
Yeah, I'll go up to like 3 sometimes, but that's usually where I call it.
Okay.
After
what
that,
about
I'll just add more
fans?
boosters. Fans are pretty consistent. The only thing you can do with fans to get more speed is stay in them longer. So that's like all tech on the driver's side and not necessarily inconsistent on the map maker side.
Right, and even if you have the fan force maxed out, the acceleration of it's not like too aggressive or anything.
Nope.
I want to add like a force setter booster, which is just like, or a speed setter more like. So it's just like a booster, but it just sets your speed directly to whatever you want it to be.
Oh,
Would
like
it be, like,
instantaneous.
Yeah, just like instant whatever.
That'd be
cool.
really sick for this like start of maps, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it would be like just always consistent because it's just like there's one speed that you get out of it.
Yeah, you're always, this is your speed as soon as you touch it or whatever.
Yeah.
Dang, I like this map a lot now. Yep.
Yeah,
Honest opinion, Mackie. How long did this actually take to make? How long was it? I'm gonna tell you right. Mine took flat up
You're
an
gonna
hour
hate
and a
this
half.
answer.
It was an hour and a
You're gonna
half. I
hate this
recorded the
answer.
whole thing. It took me an hour and a half to put down that ribbon with the terrible scenery.
You want to know it now, or you want to?
Yeah, wait, I don't know. I
see it
guess
later.
you could leave it for your video.
I didn't say it in my POV,
yeah, say it in your
but-
video, then I'll let people go there and find out. They can find the answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
They'll
I
figure
know,
it
I
out.
like it.
But yeah, it
Let me
took
just
me
put
an
it
hour
this
and a
way.
half to build my terrible ribbon. So if that's if you built this in less time, I'm gonna feel real bad about myself.
I built that fan
I love
collab
the
track with
skybox
Mackie,
as
and he
well.
was just outspeeding me in build speed like the entire time.
Yeah, I'm not
It was-
surprised. Yeah.
He's just so fast at building. It's
Yeah.
insane.
I'm glad the map didn't end up being too hard, though. So.
No, I like this
Dude,
a
if
lot.
you go into like photo mode and then fly all the way above the map, you can see the skybox in its totality. It's insane.
Oh, really? Hold on, I'm gonna do
Yeah,
that.
it's that's what gives the magic of the shininess, the skybox.
I still
Oh,
have to
are
play
you
around
using
with
the air quote clouds?
Yeah,
Well,
the
they are
cloud.
clouds. Shut.
They're like spooky tendrils.
They are. I'm gonna look at them right. They are cirrostratus, or altostratus, or cirrus.
Wait, hold on. So if I go
There-
in photo mode and I
there's
fly
some kind
all
of
the way
cloud.
above the map.
Yeah, just look at the skybox.
Okay. Yeah, so you're saying those tendril things are clouds, like the red and white ones?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if they were sideways, maybe, and not red. What's the giant green
Right, that's
thing?
the
The giant green
That's
halo.
also cloud. Oh, that's like one of the skybox objects, the black hole, but like stretched far.
That looks so cool.
If you look below the map, you see it.
Man, this almost
Yeah,
makes
I
me
don't
want to
know
make a
right now.
map that's got... Oh, wait, I just realized the whole map is upside down. Wow, we're actually driving on the upside... Oh,
It's
I
like-
see. The buildings hang. Oh, that makes total sense. Wow, that's actually really, really cool. Dang, man. Are these... Did you make all these custom or are they prefab? I don't know. People can find out. I guess they'll go to your video and figure out how you did it. Well, GG's. Thanks for, fixing my track. And do you want to just build more of them for me so I don't have to do it? Because, I can't build that. But yeah, let us know what you guys think in the
This was
comments
sick.
down below. Check out Mackie's video and the other guys' videos. I'll put the links in the description. And subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye!
bye.
Bye bye. Why is it not loading?
Good question.
Bad host.
Bad dev.
No, I'm host, and I'm downloading the map, so
Bad
it's
dev.
stuck on downloading.